Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hi guys. Hi.
Hello.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Hey guys.
Hi guys.
Hey guys. Hi.
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 Happy New Year.
Hi guys.
Hey guys.
Once again, we are going to go through our top things of the year.
Doesn't have to have come out this year. You just have to have experienced it for the first time this year.
Taking control. And we're going to do it with our friends.
My year in review.
Need to consult my notes.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. But I can give you a puppy of the year.
Top movie of the year. Eliza.
Oh, The Fall Guy. No probs, Bobs. Emily Blunt, Ryan Gosling. It's so easy for me. You just need to have romance and action.
That's all.
And then I'm happy.
Yeah. Our movie came out this year, but I saw it last year, haunt season.
Oh, I'm sorry. I kind of assumed that
You
doesn't
saw that.
count.
Yeah, you saw that the year before.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have said haunt season.
You saw that the year before.
Haunt season.
Haunt season. Of course.
Jake and Eliza, they put together this wonderful movie with a bunch of other spectacular people, some of which who are in this video. It is just a wonderful compilation of characters, excitement, thriller, and all around good time.
I've never seen more screenings of a movie. I've never been more active about a movie. And I see a lot of my friends die in it, so that's fun.
Spin Me Around.
Oh.
Alison Brie. She is like part of like an Olive Garden type franchise, and she gets to go to Italy to like the mothership basically.
Yeah.
With all these other managers from other franchises, and it's so funny and awkward and kind of like tense.
Yeah. Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey.
All the time.
Yeah, Aubrey Plaza's incredible in it. The skinny guy from The Office, who's also hilarious in Spy, who's also hilarious in Ghostbusters in the beginning.
Yeah, and the Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that guy.
He's so funny in Spin Me Around, dude. You've got to see Spin Me Around. I haven't been able to stop thinking about it.
Easy. Wicked. Although I have one that I saw very early in the year, Leave the World Behind with Julia Roberts and
Oh,
that other guy.
on Netflix, Ethan
Oh yeah,
Hawke.
yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Very similar to Wicked, too.
It's, almost indistinguishable.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second, am I watching Leave the World Behind again or what?
I'm just struggling between The Holdovers, Hitman, Thelma, Conclave, Strange, Darling, Dark Water, Psycho Goreman, and Rebel Ridge.
Sure.
It's either The Holdovers or Conclave, though.
I think
the
you should pick The Holdovers because you didn't shut up about that movie for so long.
The Holdovers.
Nice.
The Holdovers.
Wicked was so good and it was so beautiful and it made me cry and it was really well cast. I saw the play. We did an arrangement of songs in show choir in high school.
Oh, okay.
So I've had it from 3 different
There's a
angles
history.
now.
Yeah.
I love it. Can't
And
wait for part 2.
And I didn't see it. So
Yeah.
I'm missing out. Well, you didn't see The Holdovers, which was great, starring Paul Giamatti. And I loved it so much. The movie starts out, I hated everyone.
Yeah.
And then by the end, I was won over by several people.
I'm
And
gonna like The Holdovers.
yeah, and I love it when that happens. I love it when it convinces me to like a shitty person.
Bottoms. It was irreverent, so much fun, surprising and delightful, unlike anything else, but also taking tropes and spinning them on their heads,
Or on their bottoms.
on their bodies.
Oh!
Exactly.
And the Charlie XCX score is insane. That is a great score.
Well, it was written by women, directed by women, the stars are women, and they are badass, kick ass in every single way.
100%.
And completely disgusting. Like, if you do not like gross out humor, don't watch it.
I could not believe how long they sustained that tone. It's still going and it's still working.
I just rewatched it because it's my number
Oh,
2
God.
that I saw this year.
I don't know what could be number 1 on it. I can't wait to watch. I do want to give a shout out to Dune 2. I didn't think they could do better, and they did better. And
Wow.
I just loved it so much. But okay, you can talk now. I'm really worried what you're going to say.
Godzilla, X Kong. No, it's Dune 2.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Good.
Under a lot of pressure.
What's going on back here?
We're trying to make a show back here.
I hope you're making me a drink. Dune 2. It was like an experience.
Yeah.
Like you have to see in the theater. You have to see on the biggest
You don't
screen
wanna do what you
possible.
should.
Like for us.
Great soundtrack. You know, a beautiful boy in the lead.
Finally, a male-centric movie.
Finally, beautiful boys can have their day.
Yeah.
It's been so long. We've fought so hard.
TV show.
I was gonna go Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That was it until
Until.
Nobody Wants This.
Boom.
Adam Brody, Kristen Bell, rom-com.
Yep.
So good.
Yep. He is a rabbi. She is a kind of sex podcaster, and they kind of fall for
Sex
each other.
positive podcaster.
Dynamic between them is so fun and flirty.
Their chemistry is fantastic.
Fantastic. They
Knock it out of the
greenlit
park.
season 2, so I'm very much looking forward to that.
Oh, so good. Was that your
Yeah.
number one?
Yeah, number
Awesome.
one.
Hey,
Wow.
Good take.
Wow.
I also really liked Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Great,
Is
great
this
show.
the first samesies of the video?
You had the same song with China.
All
But
right.
ours is first, and this will come first. So yes, we're the first.
Yeah.
Put all of this in, please.
Okay.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith,
Great.
delightful.
What'd you like about it? Donald Glover's body?
That was good.
I mean,
And also, the woman who played his wife's body.
Irma Erskine. Myra
Maya Erskine.
Erskine.
That was a good
Erskine.
show. Do you want
She's
to be
absolutely
spy?
delightful.
You want to be like secret spy action people?
very much
With
the
me?
opposite.
If you want to be a spy, I wouldn't mind their wardrobes.
The apartment
Yeah, it was
really good.
Really, really good.
The danger. I don't
No,
like
they can
Yeah.
keep that. They can keep
the
that.
danger.
Yeah.
Well, I'm struggling between Resident Alien and Fallout, Silo, and Slow Horses. It's Slow Horses.
Okay,
Slow
yeah.
Horses.
You talked a lot about that.
It's on Apple TV. It's British spy stuff. It stars Gary Oldman, a bunch of British people. So well written.
I
so
watched
clever.
the first episode of that. Really, really good.
Yeah.
And I would like to continue watching it.
Yeah.
But I am having a hard time staying awake at night now.
Mm-hmm.
Why is
That's
that,
true.
China?
Mm-hmm.
You know, just
She's a barrister.
Yeah.
my new job.
So Tamara and I have been watching Pokemon, like the original series, because she wasn't allowed to watch it growing up. And so now we're going through and just reliving that show. And man, it's a good time. Psyduck, what a guy.
Silo. It's a little bit like Fallout, post-apocalyptic. You know, this whole world is completely in a silo underneath the ground, and no one has been up above on the surface for I don't even know how many years, because they don't tell you. To the point that absolutely no one has any idea what caused them to live underground or even know what it used to look like on Earth beforehand. You start to learn a lot about the characters, how it's affected these people for generations, multiple generations. What little information that they give you ends up having a really big impact later on in the show that you weren't quite expecting, and it's pretty amazing and very well written.
Scavenger's Reign, which is an animated show about some people who crash land on, it's sci-fi, crash land on an alien planet.
Wait, you like sci-fi?
I do. Multiple groups on this alien planet, and they have to survive there. And I don't know, the creators of the show spent 10 years developing the ecology of the planet. Oh, well, I guess that's how this works. There's giant walking tentacles, or you can cut open this rhinoceros and get the glowing orbs out of it.
I watched
That's how
the
it
first
works.
episode and it felt like they spent 10 years on.
Yeah, they have to all get to this ship, and they're working their way through the environment to get there.
Which Korean show did you like this year?
Yeah, very into Korean dramas this year. Queen of Tears, because that was the show that got me hooked into diving very deeply in all things K-drama. This married couple, their marriage is falling apart. How do they come back together? Meanwhile, it's very soapy because there's like brain tumors and amnesia and this guy who's trying to break them apart because he's always been in love with her. Like, it's ridiculous. I love the humor in some of these shows where it's just like, it's a romantic scene. It might be like a little, or if it's somebody who's really mad, it'll be like they add in these like
actually sound effects.
add in like sound effects on top of it.
Isn't there imagery too?
And there's sometimes imagery. One character comes on, she's a badass. There's this like tiger that just like flashes on the screen. It's so joyful. What's really great about it is like the depth of character development, looking at a marriage more interesting than just like falling in love. That's so easy to do. What's more difficult is to stay in love.
It's so difficult to stay in love.
Maybe it's because people who have the time to go watch movies or people who are falling in love or like people who have time. I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
I know we got kids who can't watch anything.
Yeah. Watch some international shows.
Music.
Oh, it was a Chapel Rowan year for me.
Oh, was it ever?
The creme de la creme of Chapel Rowan is Good Luck, Babe.
For you, I really like Red Wine Supernova.
I love Red Wine Supernova. I just love Good Luck, Babe.
A red wine supernova in the sky. Is that the song?
No,
Nope.
I agree. Chapel, fantastic.
So
but
good. What's
my
yours?
song of the year is by Joe, D-J-O.
Mm-hmm. Joe the Hair,
Yep, end of beginning. He's Steve on Stranger Things.
aka the Hair. Amazing song.
Vibes forever. And when I'm back in Chicago, I feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Joe.
Bad Idea Right, and that's all thanks to
Oh.
Eliza, and it's Olivia Rodrigo, and I'm sure everyone has already heard the song way before me.
Great song.
It's just
Mhm.
so much fun.
Yeah.
Mount Erie's new album, Night Palace. It's incredible. Folk, avant-garde, noise, psychedelic rock. And it's beautiful.
I would expect no less.
Check
If
the
you're
Spotify
familiar
playlist.
with the microphones, it's the same dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That actually makes a lot of sense.
yeah, interesting.
It's Vessel by Dry River. I listened to it a lot this past summer when I was going through a bunch of stuff that was not a lot of fun. But I loved the earthiness that song has and how we're kind of trapped in our own heads about our life and this impact it has on our world. Definitely had it as a hyperfixation for a really long time. And it did make it into my Spotify Wrapped, but I'm not entirely sure that the rest of my Spotify Wrapped is accurate.
A band called Hey Nothing.
Specifically, the song.
The Sink. That's what it's right there. It's right there.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I heard it on TikTok.
Oh, boy.
And I was like, China,
That's how
you,
they get you.
you gotta listen to this because I know she's gonna love it. And then she was obsessed, and we went and saw them play, and it was amazing.
Oh.
Yeah.
They were the opening band, and we went and saw them, and then we went home after that. I
we're
am
old.
old, and I wanted to go home. After. I was like, this is a great opportunity to be home by 9 o'clock.
This one's tough, but I think the album that I just listened to the most is Human Overboard by Rhett McLaughlin, or James and the Shame as he goes by, and it's definitely the album that I've listened to the most. There's just so much heart in every song. I can feel it.
As in years past, Spotify playlist of everybody's top songs of the year. We're just gonna, you can go on the playlist and hear what we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Game.
I don't have one.
You don't have a game?
No.
What about,
Okay, sure. Why not? Or Mario Wonder.
oh, Mario Wonder you liked a lot,
I
yeah.
liked Mario Wonder a lot.
Is that your
none
one?
of them were like best game.
So 0.
So 0.
Okay. My game of the year is unquestionably Cinenerdle. I am obsessed, especially the battle mode. It's basically like a game we played, Bomb. I've played thousands of
You
games
were
of
so
Cinenerdle.
excited.
They start with a movie, and you have to link to another movie using either the cast, writer, director, cinematographer, composer, and anybody, any of them. You can only use somebody 3 times in a row.
You have like 3 assists that you can use. You can use a time extension. You can use a skip. And
Yeah,
You can...
when I started, I was like in the top 150. Then I kind of lived in like the mid 300s for a while, and then I dropped into the 400s, and I was like, okay, too many people are too good at this. But it was just fun. It was still fun. Getting my ass kicked was still fun.
You have no idea how much he likes Cinenerdle.
So Jake,
So much.
Like the first thing that he did when we got here was to drag.
Well, no, Greg wouldn't play. I dragged Matt onto his phone. I was like, we have to play Cinenerdle.
We have to sit next to each other and
Because
play
you
on
can
our
play
phone.
local. You can send your friend a link, and then you can play local. It's so fun to listen to someone come up with the movie. They're guys, Cinenerdle's great.
This is just an impulse thing, but Jurassic Park pinball. Me and Jake have been playing a lot of pinball, and this one has the mosquito and Ember as the pulling thing. It wins. There you go. It's awesome.
Metroid Dread. Have you ever played Metroid games, Jake?
No.
It's a really great version of it. It's one of the harder ones. And I like a good challenge. As an old man who's been playing video games my whole life, sometimes these games are just too easy.
Yeah,
They're just too easy.
I played Samus in Super Smash Brothers. Samus?
Not the samest thing, Jake. Not the samest.
I had to talk myself out of feeling like this was cheating. Print Sudoku. I played digital Sudoku in the past, but this year I got into print Sudoku, the little black Sudoku. 400 puzzles, it's Will Shortz, and they start out with light and easy, and then they go to moderate, and then demanding, and I'm in the Beware Very Challenging. I've done every single one. I'm on 303. It feels like a very different game. Even now, like I'll go and do like the New York Times Sudoku puzzles sometimes.
So you just gave away 303. You just gave it away.
It's like a whole different game, and I love it so much.
Finch which is an app you can get for your phone. It's a little mood enhancing game that you get to play with a little penguin like a Tamagotchi. Feed it, dress it, hang out with it, pet it, go on adventures all across the world. While you're doing that, you're completing tasks that help with your mental health. And it's something I look forward to every day. It's a little bit of Animal Crossing meets Tamagotchi. I highly recommend it for anyone who needs that little extra bump in the morning to get some things done that they haven't been looking forward to.
I didn't play any games.
You did too. Outfox or Quirkle.
Oh.
And aggravation.
I guess I'd pick aggravation out of those. Ready to play right now?
I'm gonna pick Quirkle because it's a game that's really easy to play with all ages. Like my extremely elderly grandmother to my 6-year-old child, we could all sit down and play it together, but it's still like entertaining and there's still a little bit of strategy involved to keep it interesting for somebody who likes more of a strategy game.
Hey, what's your book?
Ramona the Pest.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, I knew of Ramona. I'm sure I read them when I was younger, but I don't remember them. And reading Ramona the Pest to our kiddo, I was just like, this is how a 6-year-old thinks.
I love
and
Ramona.
She's so headstrong and
Yeah.
she wants to just do what she wants to do.
Yeah.
And when she gets in trouble, she takes it and she's like, yeah, I know that was wrong, but what choice did I have?
Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin.
No
I
doubt.
worry about recency bias. I started it like a week ago and I finished it like 2 days ago. But there's no other book that I have sat in a room full of people that I love, whose company I enjoy, and been like, I'm just going to read my book. While you guys are talking.
Yeah, and you stayed up late too. You stayed up late to keep reading.
It's about people who make video games together over the course of kind of their career from their childhood through to kind of the midpoint in their career. So it's a story of creation. It's a story of their relationships evolving. It's just so many different things that I really enjoy and really well done.
I didn't read any books this year.
I did try to get into graphic novels, and I did, kind of. And one of them is Ducks. What's the author's name? Kate Beaton?
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Tells the story of when she got out of college and she was in debt, decides to go work for 2 years in the tar sands in Alberta, I believe. It's just a graphic novel of her experience doing that, and I couldn't stop reading it. I'm surprised because like all the things about it are things that I'm not that interested in, it seems like, but I just couldn't stop reading it.
Execution matters.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's also where she started doing her webcomics.
That's
because there's like nothing else.
Yeah, she talks about that in it. I didn't even know who she was when
Yeah.
I started reading it.
We've
She's
been
great.
years.
A Butterfly is Patient by Diana Hutz Aston. It's a kid's book, very nature focused. Our daughter really likes science, really likes nature, the life cycle of a butterfly and different types of butterflies. And then when we were out walking, she would say, "Oh, that's that kind of butterfly," which was really
Wow.
cool. So it was like this interest of mine, connecting with my kid, and
I didn't read any books.
Okay.
Make Your Own Rules by Andrew Huang. Badoy.
I don't have a favorite book of 2024. I haven't had any time to do any reading for fun, and the stuff I've read for work is not fun whatsoever. But I can give you a puppy of the year. This is Espresso. She's definitely my favorite thing of 2024. She's ridiculous, and she's so much fun.
Podcast.
I actually have one this year.
Ooh.
What was that like? This guy interviews people who've had interesting experiences. There's this one episode where this girl, she got into a car accident and she was ejected from the car,
Oh.
got tangled in a power line from like hanging by her leg.
No.
Well, I'm looking at my list, but I didn't write anything on my list. I don't listen to a lot of podcasts, but the one that came to mind when you said the word podcast was Script Notes.
You've said that 3 years ago.
Did I?
Yeah.
Wait, which one is, what's Script Notes? Is
Script Notes is John August and Craig Mason.
I said that 3 years ago?
Yeah.
No, I did not say
Yeah.
Script Notes.
5 years ago.
No.
Yeah. In our house.
Nope.
I'm cutting to it right now.
It's gonna have to be Script Notes. I listened to the first episode of it and I got into it. Well, I
It's fun
listened
that
to
happened.
a bunch more episodes this year.
Yeah.
So there
It's
you
a
go.
good show.
Yep.
It's a really good show.
Mhm.
Craig gets so mad.
I'm not mad.
Craig Mazin.
Craig Mazin. Yeah. Yeah.
Locked on Cubs for sure. It's like the only podcast I listen to, but I listen to it all the time. I just want to think baseball. Locked on Cubs for sure, without a doubt.
The Joe Gardner Show, which is another gardening podcast.
Yeah.
He gives really great like gardening tips. He brings in these subject matter experts. One of them was on how plants see and the way they perceive light.
Huh.
Some really cool science experts, and then some really great gardening tips.
Fun City, RPG, role-playing game, hosted by Mike Rugnetta.
Is it edited by Sam Grant?
It's edited by Sam Grant.
There you go.
It's great.
Fun City.
They go on cool little raids, and everybody in it is interesting,
Fun.
funny people.
The Daily from the New York Times. I enjoy listening to it while I walk my dog in the morning. It's the only time of the day where I can kind of slow my brain down and actually take in the news. Maybe not current political news, but definitely has made an impact on my understanding and knowledge of what's going on out in the world.
Veronica Mars Investigates with Helen Zaltzman and Jenny.
Yep. Nope.
They're
It's
so
a
great.
VMARS rewatch podcast. It's
Yeah.
so fun.
Helen Zaltzman's hilarious. Jenny Owen Young
There it is.
is fantastic. I like spending time with them. I like spending time with them while they're talking about Veronica Mars.
We got a minute until midnight.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I think
Podcast. First time I have a new one. It's called What Went Wrong. It's another movie podcast. Surprise, surprise. But it's like movie histories. Just grab an episode that looks good to you and they go through the history of it and their chemistry, the host's chemistry. Sometimes they hate the movies that the other loves. Is so fun and dynamic.
Okay, let's pause because it's about to be midnight.
30 seconds, 29, 28.
Guys, come in here.
Wait, where's China? Is she still awake?
Yeah.
20. Oh, wait.
You got it?
This isn't very wide. Here, I'm gonna make it wider.
Yeah.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! You're supposed to kiss me.
I'm gonna go to bed.
2025.
She's going right to bed. She's going right to bed.
Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. This has been a blast. Thank you for Rob and Jill and Craig and China and Matt and Jessica and Eliza for weighing in this year. And we'll see you next time. Please let us know your favorite things of this year in the comments. I always read them. I always enjoy them. Bye. Good luck in 2025.